So I wanted to record this before I lost this moment, and I am very emotional about it because I feel like it's something that I have been a longing for. I've always wanted like this sense of home, right? And a sense of safety and grounding. And we all look for purpose, right? I've read lots of books and aligned myself with gurus and mentors, really in the search of that, and also deep diving, right? Because so much of it comes from within. But I've recently have been like struggling really majorly, and I had some messages come through and lately, and I'm so thankful that I can pay attention to those things and not be closed off to that. And so Char, thank you so much. And then I've just have been it's been on this this momentum of synchronicities that have just really have lined up. And when we can pay attention, we can listen. Anyway, I wanted to share a couple of words that really helped ground me and help me see what is next for me. And it has been so easy to feel so alone and isolated, especially like just with the condition that the world is in, the society is in. I've put myself out there in ways on social media that I haven't before, and I've had some backlash from it, and I really have internalized a lot of it and questioned, but I also like can't ignore those truths. But I also know that it's much bigger than what it appears to be, and I had just felt completely like this isolation from a connection, but through that I found connection, and I just wanted to share some of these words. And it's kind of like, if you know, you know. But there was a couple things that came to mind, and one was just the word nature. And nature's always been a healer for me, whether if it's looking for like even just healing my body like, and how I feed it, right? More natural foods, not processed foods, you feel different. But I love being able to think of what is natural, what is created that's natural, what is in nature, right? Like what do other species do to stay healthy and alive and thrive and not have a lot of the sicknesses and whatnot that we as human beings have. I think one of the most powerful words was remember. 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 Remember myself. Like breaking down that word to like remember, right? To remember. And so I think that remembrance is so significant, and a remembrance of just something so much greater and something so much bigger than this tunnel vision that we are in, that is placed in front of us through what we see. Just remember and go back into that remembrance. And then I loved being able to think about, it was in a message earlier, just respecting everybody's timelines and own paths, and really showing up with compassion and respect. And I feel like I've always strived to be able to do that. And that's not like a big pat on my back. That's just truly just how it feels better for me to live life day to day. And that just bringing light, and a purpose is being a light worker. Anyway, but I feel like there is a greater collective and something much bigger to all of this. And it's just coming back to nature and remembering. So if this was rambling or if it speaks to you, great. But I just felt compelled to just share just that